Happy Sunday and Memorial Weekend. Alrighty, who is busy? Well, even if it's Sunday, seems like we're always busy, isn't it? So this is the conversation. If you're busy, take time to listen. Seems like the controversy, right? It's the opposite. But in the recent, we actually had our final My Power Journal book club, and the conversation and the topic almost always stays the same in the realm of my career is just we're busy. We don't have time to do, sometimes we know the important things for our health, for our wellness. We don't have time to sleep enough. We don't have time to go shopping, prep the meals. We don't have time, oh my gosh, to go exercise, and it's like the list is endless. And we normally, I believe last week maybe I was talking about how we put the wellness, later after the day is over on the background, but often it doesn't happen because by the time you go home, we're just too tired. And really the flip-flop in the understanding that wellness never stops, like literally our health, let's say, never stops. Wellness goes either up the wellness vortex or down the sickness vortex, but the habits, the actions never stop. We always do something. Not doing is doing also. So it's the quality of our actions that define how we feel and the wellness of our life. And today I want to address I have someone who is doing something. I'm actually rocking on my swing here. I want to address the busyness and really look at the busyness of our current society as, it's such a norm thing. Have you noticed, like, everyone is busy and it's normally accepted, and it's like we know that it's not a good thing, and for some reason society is accepting it as such a norm. The same thing, I'm just gonna throw the fast food, undersleeping. It's a normal way we accept our society to function, and we all know that it's wrong. Why are we accepting the things that we know that are wrong? And honestly, what's worse, that we're all going in the same flow. Like, we're going with this flow of overwhelm and busy, and then what? Obesity in the entire world is skyrocketing. Mental health, if you saw my Facebook post on Monday, I just graduated from Citizens Police Academy, a few months of just learning what's happening with our societies. Mental health is like, it's a tipping point of, wow. And it's just, we are going with the flow of being busy, and it costs us literally the life, not even just the health and obesity and diabetes and anxiety and depression. It costs us literally how we live until we die. How do we want to die? Do we want to die with regret, or we want to die saying, I did my best and I lived my life to the fullest? Okay, not where I was going to go with this, but that's pretty much at the end of the day, this is what it is. And I'm not actually saying that stop being busy. That actually comes with mastery. I'm not asking anyone to stop being busy. It's what you're busy with. It's how you choose the current moment of thinking, feeling, doing, not doing, eating, moving, not moving. It's the choices we make in the current moment. So I'm going to give you wow, I was going somewhere else with this, but I wanted to show you the 3 things that, or share, that showed up for me literally in the last month and a half. So maybe you've heard in my previous lives that, so I lost a corporate client, which costed me 5 extra hours of empty time. I'm not saying free time, y'all. Not free time. There's always endless to-do list. You wake up with 32 to-dos, you go to bed with 42. How is that possible? But it costed me 5 empty hours a week. So step 1, find emptiness, like literally find your emptiness. And emptiness can be not specifically that is forced to you. For me, it was forced to me. I did not know it was coming. But you can also generate the emptiness. You know, in my Wellness Vortex, I teach find silence between your thoughts, between your actions, between your steps, standing on a line, driving. I'm not talking about closing your eyes and meditating. That's how most people think about silence. That comes with mastery. But just, and if you think about, there is not really 100% silence. It's the in-between. If you hear any personal development, they talk about it. It's the moment between your thoughts, the moment between somebody says something and your response. It's the moment between. Washing dishes is one of my best examples. You literally can find silence by focusing on your senses while washing dishes. So that's step one. Silence, whether it's forced on you or you generate it willingly. Step two is, this was very challenging for me, is when you do that, is not to rush to feel that emptiness with your old quote-unquote behavior, familiar behavior. I had all these to-dos and I'm like, oh my gosh, now I have all this time, and then immediately, so here's a really clean tool. You can ask yourself, am I putting my old behavior in this list of emptiness, or is it a new possibility? I love this one, old behavior or new possibility. And I really realized all of my to-do list is old behavior, and my new possibility was, oh my gosh, I've been waiting to create my Wellness Vortex 360 Academy for years, probably since the very first time I started doing health and fitness coaching. And every single empty minute I had, I was resistant putting anything new and really tap into the possibility. And I want to give you one more quick, this is from Positive Intelligence training. Breath is an immediate, non-negotiable tool. You can tap into the step one, silence. Take a breath in, breath out. Step two, the question is, what's needed now? Again, it's Positive Intelligence training. What's needed now? You will know right away. You will know right away. And that's exactly what I knew. Like, I do not need to put any minutiae to do. They're important, but they're not significant for my possibility. So step one, silence. Step two, action. And here you go, my friends. Step three, don't have to do anything. Results show. Results show when you take consistent, inspired action based on that silence time that you gave yourself. Because action becomes, what I also realized, that there's two types of actions. I push my action or I take inspired action. Around New Year's, I was talking about, are you leaning forward or you sitting back? So if I feel leaning forward or pushing, that means, how am I feeling? Am I feeling negative kind of experience, emotions, thoughts? That means I'm pushing forward, I am leaning forward. It's not an inspired action, it's forced action. So I need to step back and really default into the silence again. Everything goes back into defaulting into silence. And then when I feel that good honestly, that's why I'm sitting outside, because this real talks conversation. That's your life value conversation. Sitting in a closed house may be a different inspiration language for me. Sitting outdoors, that's why I love doing this outdoors. It just allows me to do that with inspiration. It's my way to generate that inspired action, literally through just being silent in the nature. And again, I'm not saying silent, doing nothing. You can be silent in a chaos of the day. All right, and that's when you notice that your results are an immediate response from your inspired action. And if it's not inspired, you will know that too. So my friends, 3 steps, and honestly, all you gotta do is step number 1, default to silence, whether it's forced on you, which is actually harder, or you generate intentional silence. Breathe what's needed now. Take inspired actions. Wayne Dyer talked a lot about taking inspired actions. And your 3rd step will show up. And it's incredible. Like, now I can see myself yes, it's health and fitness, but I'm really leaping into this possibility of bringing it to the big masses, to corporations, to big organizations. We're going to start small, individuals, then small businesses, but then it's a larger wellness programs, because I finally had empty time to take this inspired action. So really cool. And you know, this morning I thought of this message and I looked at my wellness vortex. It's literally like a tornado going up. And that's what it is. Step one, silence. It's always your non-negotiable foundation. Then no matter what's happening, it's like those actions, the momentum of the vortex takes you up with an inspired action. And the like the tree, when you see the results of your life, these branches of the vortex of the tree, you don't have to do anything. They show up because you're already doing an action. So love this concept. So hopefully you will ponder on what is it for you. If you have, this time of a few minutes here and there this weekend, or if not, in between your activities, driving, washing the dishes, getting ready for the day, take this moment, take a breath. What's needed now? And always, always take a look. Am I pushing forward with negative thoughts, emotions, or am I leaning back, step back, and just taking inspired action? Whew, that's the message from me to you. Leave in the comments. I always read them. And if you're not in my email yet, those actually I put into my Sunday reflection. They also go into the YouTube. And this is really our big why. So we can, I'm just going to say one more time. So we can, when it's at the end of the life, you're not going to die with regret. You're going to die saying, you know what, my life was so filled. It was not easy, but it was so worth it. That's what I want for all of us. Myself too. Have a good weekend.